I'll usually have a follow-up to that email if they still haven't come back with a discount that's offering them to come back. Again, kind of depends. Discounts aren't great for everyone.
We interrupt this program to bring you this important message. Welcome to Marketing Interruption, a daily podcast powered by BlueTuskr that interrupts your day with marketing news, tips and strategies from an entrepreneur who lives and breathes marketing. Now, let the interruption begin with your host, Andrew Maff.
Hello and welcome to episode number 24 of Marketing Interruption. I'm your host, Andrew Maffetone. Today, I'm going to dive into a full list of automated emails that all e-commerce sellers should have. So, these are all the basic ones. There's a lot of fancy ones out there, like product-related ones. So, hey, you just bought this product. It can also do this, or don't forget to do this, or something like that. So that, to me, is a little bit more specific. So I'm going to go pretty broad here for the first one and talk about the ones that, to me, are a requirement. Like, you have to have these set up. So first one, welcome series. That is an email that goes to someone after they've signed up for your newsletter. So it can have a discount in it or some user-generated content or reviews or whatever other crap you want to put in there. It absolutely needs to be sent out. You need to send a confirmation once someone does something that is transactional. So I have given you my email. Please now send me an email confirming that I have gotten said email. Account creation. So basically, if someone purchases something from you and they create an account, which a lot of people will do because they want to plug in and easily see stuff they've ordered before, or maybe they want to track an order or something like that, send them an email with an account confirmation. It doesn't have to be too pretty. It's really more the information in it that they're going to want, because some people will forget, like, oh, I made an account, but I can't remember what my username is or something like that. So always send an account confirmation. New customer. So this one is, I made a purchase. I've probably gotten the product by now, and then I'm going to wait like a week or so, and I'm going to send you a very personal email that appreciates you becoming a new customer of mine. You've never shopped with us before, and you finally did. Acquiring a new customer is hard. It's also not easy on the consumer side to shop with someone new that you haven't shopped with before, because sometimes you're like, I don't know how this is going to go. So you always want to send them something nice. I like to do like almost like a written letter from the founder as like an appreciation. In some cases that doesn't work. Obviously, much bigger companies, you're clearly not getting a letter from the founder, so you kind of have to decipher that on your own. Repeat customer, I do this just one more time. So once they've become a new customer, they get a new customer email, then they come and shop with you again. I then send them a second follow-up, like, thank you. It's not as personalized. It's not as, I guess, lovey is the word I'm going to use here. But it's like, thank you for coming back. So clearly we did well the first time. You liked what you got, and you came back again. We really appreciate that, because repeat business is the best business. So sending a repeat customer, best customer. So this one could be, you kind of decipher who are our top 10 customers, and maybe it's someone who shops with you 10 times a year and spends a minimum of $4,000 a year. I don't know. But you figure out who the top ones are, and they get to be like in their own secret club. So basically, thank you for spending so much with us, for being one of our best customers, for supporting us this long, or spending this much money. Here's, something we want to offer you. Here's some cool swag. Here's a discount, like anything like that. Browser abandonment. This obviously only works if you already have their email. But if a existing customer has come and shopped with you before, you now have their email, and then later on down the road, they come back, visit your store, and don't do anything, send them an email. Say, hey, we saw you looking around. If there's anything we can help with, let us know. Or, hey, we saw you were looking at this. You may also like this, or here's a discount for this, or however you want to do that. Then customer win back. So depends on how long people typically shop with you. If they usually shop with you every couple months and they haven't shopped with you in 4 or 5 months, or maybe 6 months, trigger an email to go out to them saying, hey, it's been a while since you've been with us. We miss you. Where are you? Something like that. I'll usually have a follow-up to that email if they still haven't come back with a discount that's offering them to come back. Again, kind of depends. Discounts aren't great for everyone. Then social engagement. So this one is, to me, very important. It's a little bit more relevant to direct to consumer, where there's kind of a social aspect to it. But I will basically send an email a couple weeks after they've gotten the product, and maybe a couple weeks, kind of depends on the product. But I will send an email after they've gotten the product, asking them to take a look at our social media, take a picture of you with the product, or you doing this or you doing that or whatever. Tag us, use this hashtag, and we'd love to feature you. It has made my social medias team so much easier. It has made their job so much easier, where the users and customers are just sending them content, and they're just sending them pictures. And every time you take something on Instagram of someone who posted a picture of your product and you just repost it and give them some credit, they're going to then share that again with their audience and be like, look, so-and-so featured me, because people love to get featured all the time. So that's worked out great. Always suggest to do that if you have a social aspect. And then last but not least, it's kind of like a group of stuff. So all of the transactional things. So order confirmation, shipment confirmation, out for delivery, delivered, refund requested, stuff like that. Like all of those usually come preloaded. They probably already exist. If you're in Shopify, they absolutely already exist. I still like to give them my own feel. I like to go in there and brand them up a little bit, maybe change some of the wording, kind of, a lot of those, they're not that sexy. They're not that fun. It's just kind of I knew I needed to get this. Some of the best ones I've seen specifically for shipping is like a stork is like, it's a long story about like a stork is delivering your product, and now it's like your stork is about to fly on your roof and drop off your product. Like, it's ridiculous, but it works so well because it's actually getting people to read that email. And as far as I know, there's a whole article on this I read, and it's like the only shipping confirmation email that you actually feel like you have to forward this to someone just so that they can read it. And if you can spread your brand name by just having ridiculous stuff like that, it's awesome. I would absolutely suggest doing that. And that's all I had today. And obviously I want to feature something, so I'm going to do Klaviyo today, because Klaviyo does integrate really well with Shopify. I know I did MailChimp yesterday. Today I'm doing Klaviyo. Love Klaviyo. They're awesome. My only thing I wish they would tweak is the analytics are like okay. They kind of get wonky in there, so I prefer to pull the analytics through Zapier and just put them into Data Studio. But love Klaviyo. Highly suggest them if you're a Shopify seller, and all that other fun stuff of rate, review, subscribe, and I will see y'all tomorrow.
Thank you for joining us for today's Marketing Interruption. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show. And don't forget to email marketinginterruption@bluetuskr.com with any marketing questions you'd like to have answered on the show. And head over to marketinginterruption.bluetuskr.com to catch up on past episodes. Until next time, we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.